If you've been following the market, you know that the price of SHIB has stayed the same for a few days, but it looks like things will get better soon. This is exciting for both people who already own Shiba Inus and people who want to buy them. So, if you are in either of these groups, you should watch this movie until the end to learn more about how Shiba's price is moving right now. To get right to the point, whales have been crazy about Shiba Inu. As I said before, the price of SHIB hasn't changed much, neither going up nor down. But this hasn't changed anything about what whales do. In fact, it seems like they've been using this time to collect as many SHIB coins as possible. Even more interesting is that a lot of the trades have been happening on the Shibarium testnet, and whales have bought a lot of SHIB tokens in just about an hour. One of them bought about 10.8 billion SHIB tokens, and the other bought about 6.7 billion SHIB tokens. Each of these purchases was made in a separate deal. So, at the moment, the 100 biggest holders of Ethereum have more than $600 million worth of SHIB, which is almost 12% of their total stock. I think it's safe to say that these whales love SHIBs. But why? Well, there could be more than one reason for this, but make sure to watch until the end to find out what news caused everyone to gather. Now, when we talk about why Ethereum whales are interested in SHIB, the idea of an Ethereum-Shibarium bridge has to be one of them. This bridge is meant to improve the Shiba Inu ecosystem by making cross-chain transfers easier and safer for users. By using this bridge, users would be able to move tokens between different networks with little risk and no effect on trading. The bridge is designed to be fast, cheap, and useful for more than one thing. It also works as a scaling solution by using a dual consensus system that combines Plasma and proof-of-stake platforms. The bridge puts speed and decentralization first, letting any state change happen on sidechains that support the Ethereum virtual machine. The Shiba Inu metaverse is another thing that might be interesting to whales. There have been changes made to the metaverse that point to something big happening in the world. The platform now has its own Twitter account, where all public updates and news about the metaverse will be posted. It was also said that a number of new tools that will make the metaverse a lot more amazing are being made right now. There's no set date for the start of the metaverse yet. But with all these changes, it seems like it will be out soon, and whales must know this. But the metaverse is even bigger than what I just talked about. The development team has been doing so much with the metaverse that Hollywood has started to take notice. We know this because Marcus Jastrow, the Shiba Inu metaverse assistant, said something to that effect after the National Association of Broadcasters (NAB) conference just ended. This is what she said on Twitter. Well, the NAB is over for another year. It's been a great few days of panels and conversations. SHIB, Hollywood is talking about the metaverse, and Shibarium can run it all. We got a Shiba Inu. The NAB show is a well-known event in the broadcasting business, and tens of thousands of people from all over the world go every year. So the fact that Hollywood insiders talked about the Shiba Inu metaverse idea at the event shows that there is a lot of interest. This shows how important the project is and how it could affect the entertainment business. But there was another thing that could have gotten people's attention: the huge rise in SHIB burns. The Shiba Inu Society burned enough tokens in just one day to make the rate of burns go up by about 3,500%. This happened because about 8 million tokens were burned, which is a huge number that the community hasn't been able to do in a long time. So, what's your opinion? Could these different things explain why whales have been interested in SHIB recently? Please tell us what you think in the area below. Still, none of those changes have had as much of an effect as this one. If you've been in the Shiba Inu group or the crypto market for a while, you probably have some news sites that you always go to for crypto news. We hope that this is one of them. But mainstream news channels almost never talk about SHIB, or at least they didn't until lately. CNBC, a popular American news station, recently talked about SHIB. But it didn't just talk about SHIB. It actually looked at whether or not the token is a good rival, or Dogecoin. The news station decided that SHIB is a good competitor, even though it could take more than a year for SHIB to catch up to Dogecoin. When people talk about SHIB, Shiba Inu's metaverse, which is expected to come out by the end of 2023, and games like Shiba Eternity, Shiba Run, and Shiba Mark all add to the growth potential of the project. According to CNBC, unlike Dogecoin, each of these projects has a different use case. Now, I'm sure you'd agree with me that it's great to hear something like this from a news source like CNBC. But this function is more than just a nice thing to say about SHIB. The fact that SHIB is getting good attention from mainstream media seems to show that it is getting close to being used by most people. I already said that the project is getting a lot of attention in Hollywood, and now it is also being talked about in the general media. So it looks like SHIB is starting to make a name for itself outside of just crypto groups. And with projects like the metaverse, the game, and the food and fashion partnerships, it's clear that the goal of the development team has always been for it to be used by a large number of people. Now, if SHIB is going to be used by a lot of people soon, it makes sense that the big Ethereum whales have been collecting. The token's price would go up a lot if it were used by a lot of people in the public, which would be great for investors who are already in the market. Whales probably know this and have made plans to protect themselves. Still, this is not advice about money. Before making any financial decisions, you should do your own study. Also, if you thought this was really helpful, please leave a review and tell your friends about this video. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm, which makes it easier for me to keep making better movies. In other news, there may soon be more ways to use SHIBA. Binance is a U.S. branch of the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, might buy a firm that went bankrupt and all of its digital assets. The broker Voyager said that it had come to an agreement with the U.S. government that could make this happen. And since Voyager has a lot of SHIB tokens, SHIBA INU is very worried about this. On the one hand, if this purchase goes through, it would be great for Binance U. On the other hand, SHIBA INU might feel a little better about it. You may remember that Voyager has been selling off some of its assets, like SHIB, likely to try to get out of bankruptcy. So, now that Binance U.S. has bought the company, the huge number of SHIB tokens being sold might stop, which would be great for the price of SHIB. Don't you think? What do you think about the fact that SHIBA INU burns more than 100 trillion coins every year? We all know that Shibarium will burn SHIB coins when it comes out. We aren't sure how many points it will burn every day, month, or year. It's hard to say for sure. But I think the SHIBA INU community hopes it would be a lot and would probably work hard to make it happen. But that hasn't stopped people from hoping. Numbers have been crunched, and it looks like Shibarium and a few other SHIBA INU projects could actually burn 111 trillion SHIB coins every year. If this happens, the 1 cent dream would stop being a dream and become a fact. But could this really happen? Please tell us what you think in the area below. We've reached the end of this movie. If you like the movie, please like it and don't forget to leave a comment in the section for comments. This helps me a lot with how YouTube works. Also, please let as many people as possible know about this movie. Okay, let's do this.